capacity as hosts of The Man Show, Doug and I feel it's necessary to call attention to the guys who make our lives harder. We're talking about the sellouts.
Dicks.
You know, the kind of guys you saw made in Manhattan and they weren't on a plane.
Yeah. If I had a magic hat, and I do, I'd press a button on it and I'd go back in time and open up a big can of punch on the first guy to ever call a woman after he boned her. Why are you gonna...
I'd like to get a piece of the first guy to help a woman move who he wasn't having sex with.
I'd really like to knuckle rape the first guy who said, I'd love to see your baby pictures. These are adorable. And this is the worst one of all. Who was the first guy to have sex with a woman from the front?
But by far the greatest war criminal of gender betrayal is Dr. Phil.
If there was a God in this unholy universe, for every fat sellout like Dr. Phil, there'd be an equal and opposite force. Some dumpy, sexless talk show chick encouraging women to bring her skanky friends into the bedroom, and when they're done, go out and dig ditches to pay the rent.
Here's what I think about Dr. Phil. Ladies, you should never take relationship advice from a guy you don't want to have sex with, all right? Because if you don't want to have sex with him, chances are a whole lot of other girls don't want to have sex with him either. And he has to develop tricks in order to stay in the game. And the big trick is tell you exactly what you want to hear. If you're watching a show and the host is a guy and 90% of the audience is fat women, chances are a scam's afoot. Alright? Dr. Phil is a traitor! Dr. Phil has a vagina! He didn't start out with one, but if you talk like a bitch long enough, you'll grow one of those things. And it's where his taint used to be, and it's deep like a golf bag, and he stuffs money in it.
We wondered, because we are curious types, we wondered how much women would like Dr. Phil if he was a little more man-friendly and not such a big sellout Nancy pussy. So we set up a fake book signing with a Dr. Phil lookalike. Take a look.
How you doing there?
I just have to tell you how much I enjoy your program.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Phil. What's your name?
Sharon.
Sharon?
Yeah, I came in looking for a book, Seabiscuit.
Oh, Seabiscuit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that book is just a piece of crap compared to what I got going here for you.
All your advice?
You betcha.
Yeah, you have good advice, I
Oh,
have
you,
to admit.
you better believe it. Like on chapter 12 here, you know, every woman should be able to take a punch.
You know, you come home and you're so excited about the day, you just want to talk about it, but your husband doesn't want to listen to you.
You need to just shut up. Try it. It's women like you that make me drink a quart of vodka a day.
Come on. I just came from work and thought I'd look at the bookstore not knowing you were here.
Yeah, so how's things going in your relationships?
I've only been married 36 years.
And how's the intimacy of the relationship?
I would like it to be better.
In what
Probably
way?
that's why I bought your book.
What you got to do is just shut that big trap of yours and get that body greased and ready to rock and roll. You're going to be in for a delight. It's my new video. This was done with my wife and I. You know, when you get down to the woman's fun zone, we had to use a body double for that. You know, sometimes she gets those zits on her ass. We sandblast those. Do you sand them down? What do? Do you have sandpaper underwear that just knocks those zits right off? Hello. We're at a book signing here. We're over here in somewhere in the Bay Area, South Bay, and we're just signing books for a bunch of retarded crybabies that can't run their lives properly. Do you ever buy special things for your husband, like undergarments, special apparel, or anything like that?
Oh, once I did.
Because let me show you what men really love. I mean, they love this. If you just take a look at this right here. I mean, have you ever seen a fully functional 9 3/8 inch penis?
I'm afraid not.
Do you know what men like? Anal sex. Trust me, I know what a man wants. If I give you $40, would you kick me in the balls? No, I'm serious. Huh?
I would
How about 45? Just kick me as hard as you can, right there in the balls.
I don't have that in me.
It's the only way he can ejaculate.
Oh, really?
Yeah, pull that up right there, Dougie. Oh, God, yeah. That feels good, yeah. Okay, you take care of yourself, Dougie. Well, I tell you, if I was 10 years younger, I'd go for that young buck right there. He's a good-looking fella, isn't he? Who initiates when it's time to get a little intimate? Who initiates this?
Me.
What do you do?
I'm always hot. I'm a hot mom. I'm hotter than,
You are hot?
always.
I'll tell you something. I got an 8-ball of Coke. You want to go back to my room? All right?
Okay.
Because I'll tell you, we're going to taste of that nice chocolate ass of yours. It's going to make this hair grow. I'll tell you, it will. You know, I know what you gals can do.
When we come back, the first game show about boners. Stick around.
Welcome to Make Me Stiff, the game show where it pays to stay soft. Tonight we have 2 contestants who will resist the urge to become aroused. Let's meet them right now. First up, our first contestant is Rob Harris from Houston, Texas. Say hello to Rob. How you doing, Rob?
Excellent, excellent.
So when's the last time you had an erection?
I had a morning wood this morning.
Did you? What'd you do with it?
I was at a friend's house, so I had to take a cold shower.
Well, that's not much of a friend if he's not going to jump on a grenade for you like that. Our second contestant is Ben Nichols from Kansas City, Missouri. How are you, Ben?
Doing good. Thanks.
Great. Yeah, welcome, Ben. What the hell? Where's the strangest place you've ever gotten stiff?
Probably have to say church.
You've gotten wood at church. All right, well, maybe Jesus needs to put a little bit more on. Cover up there, Savior. Great. As always, both our contestants are playing for charities. Rob here will be playing for the Inner City Dental Fund, and Ben is going to try to not pitch a tent for the Shady Meadows Shelter for Gay House Pets. So, to explain how the game works, we go to our chief erectician, Professor Michael Mandick.
Thanks, Doug. The object of the game is for the contestants to stay soft while our Make Me Stiff All-Stars try their best to make them stiff. What our contestants are wearing right now is the Wienerbox 5000, which monitors penile agitation. Any change in blood flow resulting in turgidity will be transmitted from the Wienerbox 5000 to our control center, where our computers will determine if one of the contestants has wood. Back to you, Doug.
All right, let's go. Come on up here. Duck walking. Don't trip over the cords. We have no insurance on the show whatsoever. Have a seat right there. You ready to play? Okay, let's get the game started. Your first challenge. Come on out. Savannah. Focus. Eyes on the prize. Mind over matter. We have more challenges left. How about a little lovin'? Come on out right now. Steve. That's right. Oh, yeah. You know how he likes it. Yeah, focus. Oh. Deep tissue, Stevie. Deep tissue. Oh, he failed again. Okay, Steve, thanks. This guy's a hair trigger. We got one more. We're pulling out the big guns right now. It's time for a little vanity. Come on. That's all for Rob. Come on up, Rob. That's it for you. Let's check with Professor Mandick.
Clearly, the man is disturbed. He almost broke the boner scope when he saw the tranny's penis.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know what to say.
Thanks, Professor. Ben, come on over. Ben, are you ready?
Yes, sir. Make me stiff, Doug.
Ben, are you ready?
Make me stiff.
Audience, are you ready? Let's get the show on the road. Our first challenge coming out right now. Let's get started. You know you love them. Crystal and Christy, work them over. Oh. You've done well so far. Let's keep it rolling. Maybe the road to your rod is through your eyes. Take a look at this. Points on the board, but we'll see if they're gonna last. How about some hot oral action right now? Look, focus. You know you love it. You know you want it.
I can't hold it together, Doug. She's breaking up.
Lost your points again. Come on down. Come on over here. All right, well, I guess we have a 0-0 tie. Hey, you played a great game. That means the winner is Rob, who played for Inner City Dental Fund. Congratulations, kids. You played a great game. What you've just done with your flaccid tool will bring smiles to a lot of inner city faces. So, oh my God. Well, it looks like it's a tie of 0-0. Thanks to your man lust, those kids are probably bawling through their crooked little teeth right now. Way to go, freak. We'll see you next time on Make Me Stiff. Watch those news discussion shows. Like, it's always a bunch of old people talking about what's going on.
We thought, what would it be like if they were even older?
Politics, economics, religion, healthcare. This is Crossfire. Geriatric Crossfire, where the issues of the day are discussed by 4 elderly coffin dodgers. Our panelists today.
My name is Lou Rapellis. I am 87 years old. I have a few problems. I had shingles.
My name is Sam Fine. I feel great. If I felt any better, I'd worry.
My name is George Hecker. I'll be 94 in September. And I got some bad knees and a bad back, bad hearing, but I'm okay.
My name is Mark. The only problem I have is I love women, and here's a lot of women, but I can do nothing with them.
And now your host, Doug Stanhope.
The subject tonight, television standards. Partial nudity, language once considered obscene are now commonplace on network television. My question for the panelists, is this the shedding of outdated morals or the erosion of family values? Mark, what do you think?
I didn't understand the question.
What do you think, George? Is it good to have boobs on late at night?
I think they should be outlawed. They should not be permitted.
Outlaw boobies. What do you think about that, Mark? He says that breasts should be illegal on television at any hour.
A naked woman?
Naked woman. Do you agree?
Late at night, yes.
Late at night? That's when you like to see the breasts. What do you think, Sam?
I think it should be eliminated, period.
So what you're saying is you believe that gratuitous sex and violence is something that children should learn on their own?
The parents should be very aware of what the children are using.
All right, the use of medical marijuana is sanctioned by the state of California, yet is unrecognized by the federal government. The question for the panel, should medical marijuana be legal on a federal level? Sam, how do you feel?
I believe that if marijuana can cure certain ailments, it should be legalized.
Right now it's used for glaucoma, cancer patients. How about strictly boredom?
Yes.
For medicinal purposes only.
I think it should be made legal.
What about cocaine?
Same answer.
And LSD?
Same answer. I think it's time that the federal government and the state got together on it and made it legal for everybody.
Spoken like a man who's gotten high. George, what do you think?
My opinion is that the crime, the use of marijuana.
Strong words, Mark. What do you think about medical marijuana?
What is marijuana?
We'll get back to you.
I understand that smoking of marijuana is just as justified as smoking of regular cigarettes.
I agree.
As a result, I think that it should be made legal.
Have you ever tried marijuana?
No, I don't know what it is. I never tried.
Crystal methamphetamine.
Well, it all depends what amphetamines you're talking about.
There are different types of amphetamines.
Last words. A recent study by the New England Journal of Medicine has found that biologically everyone over the age of 63 becomes homosexual. Panelists, how did you handle the transition? Lou?
I never had a transition. I'm over 63.
I see. Denial. Sam, how did you handle the transition?
I wouldn't know.
George?
Well, you can't fix a certain age when the transition will take place.
New England Journal of Medicine is a respected institution. If they say you're gay, you're gay.
You say I'm gay?
Everyone over the age of 63 is biologically homosexual. How did you handle the transition? You can't argue with medicine. That's it for tonight. Thank you for joining us on Crossfire. We'll see you next time.
That's all for Geriatric Crossfire. Stay tuned for the Adult Bedwetting Report.
It's nice to hear the opinions of those people before they forget them.
Stick around for more Man Show.
Juggy Consumer Reports.
First today, we review the new shower radio by Wetbeads. The design's nice and the reception is good. But what we really like is the double bass feature, which makes it feel like you're showering at a dance club. We give the Wetbeats radio a 9. Next up is East-Tech's home humidifier. It's supposed to make the air 40% more humid. But when we had it on, we honestly couldn't tell the difference. We give the humidifier a 1. Chainsaw enthusiasts have long awaited our next product, the Cutter 4-Speed 330. It started easy and handles great. We can't give it an unqualified thumbs up because there was nothing to test it on. But from what we've seen, we can give it an 8. Last but not least, there's the Cook Pro Gas Grill by Corwell. The Cook Pro looks great, but all our burgers came out soggy. We give the Cook Pro just a 2.
We'd like to thank our sponsor tonight, Conglomco.
Makers of the Wiener 5000 and the Wiener Box Cleaner 6000.
Cleaner? You cleaned yours? No wonder mine's itchy.
Sorry, I was thinking about that hot midget.
Good night, everyone.
And now, girls on trampolines!